Starting now. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so, yeah. I've got a list of things I need to mention about the game. So, just a couple of things that I forgot and a couple of things that won't fit into the rest of the game, so I'd probably do them now. When we say about these weird little hints that were in there, but I think the hints were so subtle that I don't think you were meant to get them. So the thing about when the ninja first appears, it plays the first note of Olga's theme and just stupid shit like that, right? The other thing as well is when the ninja first appears, there's like a noise, and the visor on the helmet sort of light shines across it, and someone proved that if you pause it on the right frame, you can see Olga's face.
Right.
So I don't know why they did that, but anyway. Now, other things, mainly just stuff about. Because this game was released a month after 9/11, as I mentioned before, so a load of stuff got taken out. Now, most of the things that it affects are the end bit. So what I'm going to have to do is, the only way I can think of describing this is, say if there was, I don't know, just a table. There isn't, but say there's a table missing from a scene. As the scene's playing, I'll just go table. Like that, to not talk over the story too much. There's only a couple of things that I'll need to do that with, but now interestingly, I haven't got this ready. Wait, where was it? Here we go. Right. So this won't affect this version because we're playing the English version, but an interesting thing in the Japanese version of this, everyone's name is written in, is it katakana?
Yeah.
Yeah, every character's name is written in katakana apart from Raiden, who's written in kanji. Now, the reason for that is really weird, because if I put, obviously this isn't going to come across on YouTube, but if I put in the stream that, right, that is, I'll thank Gadget in a minute. He's put a message. Hold on, I'll have to put that in again because I need them both at the same time. So that's Raiden's name. And then if I paste in this, right, now see how similar that is. Now, because of the way, obviously I'm explaining this to someone who knows more Japanese than me, but I'm just explaining it to everyone else.
That's the Godzilla character, isn't it?
Sorry?
Is that the Godzilla character?
I don't know. My understanding of it is this, and again, this is just me reading off the wiki, so someone else might have got it wrong. But the fact that Japanese people mix up L and R because of they don't have the sound in their language or whatever. So the first one is Raiden, and the second one is Leiden, right? But they were afraid, and even the creators of the game think this is stupid. So trust me, so do I. That it sounds a bit like Laden. Yeah. And they were worried that his name looked a bit like the second bit of Bin Laden. So that's the reason why Raiden's name is kanji. That's so stupid. But apparently that is the reason. So there you go. So that's the only thing that won't obviously affect the game for us, because it's just in the Japanese version. So I thought I'd mention that, because and I genuinely didn't know about that till the other day. So Raiden's name appears as, in the game, as this. Now, alongside everyone else's name in something else. Japan, where you have Donald McDonald, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just to go back, the Lying Secret is not kanji literate, no. Yeah, not in the slightest. Gadget subscribed with Prime, subscribed for 14 months. Thank you very much. And his message was, hooray! Yeah, thank you very much. Right. So where we ended off last time. I'll try and keep this short. Snake got captured by Fortune. We were captured, and we were just about to be choked by Solidus for information. I'll mention this now because I don't want to talk over it. But if you look to your left during this, you can see Snake being like handcuffed up. If you look at him, your oxygen goes down slower. Don't know why, but an interesting thing. Also, on Extreme, you have to do this for 1.5 minutes, which is incredibly difficult. But yeah, we should be okay on normal, so we'll see. Because this is going to load straight in, so...
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
He's lost a lot.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son!
It doesn't slow it down by much, but... Made it.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Alright.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
Maybe.
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control.
Yeah,
First
Arsenal.
things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted, a little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project.
Yeah.
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Which is why so much of the game was similar to
Aims
1.
on the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? AIM's own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part.
Which is also a reason
As
why
for the
Ocelot
computer
killed him.
virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxtie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing.
Which is why he wasn't in line with the rest of
If the boy
Dead
had
Cell.
allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Yeah, he shot her.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
Dude.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed.
That's why they couldn't shoot Ocelot either back
Your
on the
Dead Cell
tanker.
comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart. It missed. Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
I don't know what allows him to jump like that, but anyway. Ocelot can fire missiles for some reason, but okay. Oh, sorry, Solidus.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
And
How's this then? Damn.
Yep.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
So that was the name reveal. She's the Scott Dolph Jackson's daughter.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
Wonder what that could mean.
Brothers!
Liquid!
Yep.
I've been waiting for this! It can't be.
So what is he? Exactly.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
Yeah.
What? You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
Because
But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
Because Ocelot's either a member of the Patriots or working for them, so...
Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
Snake!
Right. Arsenal's now moving. Right. There's a whole section missing here because of the 9/11 thing. After they go under this bridge, they're supposed to crash through New York and smash through the Statue of Liberty, the Twin Towers, various other things before it comes to a halt in the middle of New York. So it's just grey in the background where there should be the city. And then it cuts to white. Now there should be that whole section where it crashes through New York. That's cut out and it cuts straight to this, unfortunately, but... There's supposed to be an American flag there as well, on that pole.
Right.
For some reason they cut that out as well. That'll be more yeah. They even show the scene where he looks up at it. But yeah. Anyway.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
Now it's catching.
April 30th?
That whole thing with Rose asking what day it was.
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
I think that 200 years thing's actually turned out not to be true, but... I think they got the maths wrong.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Not sure why that zoom was needed, but okay.
The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out.
Yeah, that's relevant.
What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots will deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Title drop!
Raiden, are you receiving?
Yep.
We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
Yeah, look.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Double fission mailed.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
Yeah, again, which is why this game was so similar to the first one, because they were trying to replicate it, test it.
There are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Lie. See that?
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Yeah. Because he was a child soldier, so I usually do that.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Always imagine this mythic stabbing him in the head. Whoops.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they've formed. Brace yourself.
Alright. Okay, so, so yeah, a lot there. So yeah, it was all massively predictive of the rise of social media and stuff, because they saw it all coming, and Kojima knew what he was talking about. So yeah, what else was there to mention? Yeah, about they were using recreation of Shadow Moses to manipulate us into becoming Snake, which is kind of happened because we ended up doing all that stuff. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to mention for now, let me know, or questions or whatever, because after this fight there's another massively long bit of stuff like that, so yeah, we probably won't get much chance to actually say much else. So
there's a similar thing in iRobot, where it's basically in order to protect humanity, they have to enslave it.
Right, and that's, yeah, they're going, oh no, what we're trying to do is we're trying to stimulate growth of the species by stopping people talking shit, basically, and all this sort of stuff. And they go, yeah, but won't people kick up about it? And they go, no, not if we do it subtly, and not if we do it over a period of generations, because most generations won't, you know, if the information of the previous generation's gone, then they won't know it was ever there. So, you know, it's like the thing of, yeah, but we know all this information already, and it's like, yeah, but it's not about that. It's about how much of it isn't there. Because if it's not there, how would you know it's missing? So, you know, it's all that sort of thing. But yeah, mad anyway. I think there's an interesting codec we can get during this. Yeah, he's got magic arms now. Also, this music's great. Oh, no sponsor with Snake. I think you can pull Otacon there.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot going for you with just your bare hands. You have your own blade. Use it.
He has an interesting thing about how to attack him as well. I'll see if I can get that.
Watch out for Solidus's snake arms. If they catch you, shake yourself free by pressing the left stick or the buttons again and again.
Thanks.
The missiles from the snake arms pack a punch, but they're fairly low on maneuverability. You should be able to shake them.
More, but I don't think I've ever managed it. Apparently, if you're getting hit with a missile, you can cut it in half with your sword. Mad.
Don't attack from the front. His defenses are too good. Go around to the side or back and get it.
Now, if he doesn't mention it, I'll mention what it is, but it's something to do with attacking him from the side.
Don't stay in Solidus's range. It's too dangerous to try and take him head on. Keep your distance. Your strategy should be to hit fast and move out.
Move out!
Push the right stick in to strike out at Solidus from outside his range. Make sure your aim is good, though. If you miss, you'll be wide open for Solidus's counter-strike.
That, and if you're trying to do it non-lethal, don't do the lunge strikes because they count as lethal damage. So
Solidus uses an accelerator, so make sure you don't lose him. If you catch fire, just go into a roll until the fire goes out.
I'll do maybe a couple more and then...
Solidus has an eye patch on his left eye, so he should have a blind spot to his left. Maybe slipping into that spot will give you an advantage.
Yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, you go to his side with the eye patch and you get slightly longer to attack. So yeah, we're gonna try and do this non-lethal. How do I switch? Oh no, I've unequipped it. Why have I done that? Right, there we go. Yeah, and you get set on fire. You can fall off this side of the building, so you've got to be careful as well. Oh, almost got one. There's a ration over here. Oh yeah, you're not left with much in terms of stuff. If you didn't pick up the the body armor now, I don't think you have it. But yeah, don't forget, if the rations aren't equipped, then yeah, see, blocks like that. Now what you can do, not the swipes, obviously that's the one attack you can't do it with, family. Yeah, you can block with the sword like that, and then you can switch him for an attack after you block. Get a nice overhead for you like that. Yeah, you can attack with kicks as well. You can get around to his left side.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you can you can fall off and then escape his attacks like that. Oh. Yeah, I was waiting for that as well. He can launch himself off the building and shit as well. He doesn't do it too often, but we just saw a glimpse of it there.
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah. Got to block more. Ah.
Jack, but this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah. And he starts multi-throwing and stuff.
Right. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
You're still getting forced into it. Yeah, he's very, very fast now. Oh, yeah, quite. Oh, yeah, you can't block that double overhead either, so you can block some of that. You can block that kick as well. Oh. Nice. Avoided that.
What's wrong with you?
Ah. Get caught in a corner.
Let's go.
Yeah, got him. Thank you, Neo. Anime blood. Basically, we've severed his spinal column. He's supposed to be looking up at the American flag there. So if Solidus was against the Patriots, who really is the bad guy? Up to you to decide.
America's the bad guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Usually is. In most things. Thank you for the bits, Neo. Now this bit. Right, that slash of the sword was to cut the US flag down, and this scene, the US flag floated over Solidus's body, but they cut that out as well. So, shame really, because it looked quite good in the well, it sounded quite good from the beta version, but again, it was because people died in 9/11 and they didn't want to associate it with people dying in war and stuff. So, you know, I mean, I get why they did it. It's just a bit. Timing was unfortunate. There's something coming up that I may miss, but I'll try and get it. Because I've just remembered. Right. People were confused by this as to why they weren't reacting to him being dressed as a ninja, but my assumption is this all happened later, and they're imagining themselves still being there. I don't quite know.
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith.
Hey, it's that church from Spider-Man.
What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Yakobu-san. Look.
Nice.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life.
Oh, it's Vamp.
I'll
Look,
find
Vamp.
something worth passing on.
Yeah, that was the bit you can miss. You can zoom in and stuff, but yeah, I don't normally. But yeah, that's the one time you can see Vamp in the background.
Good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
Yeah.
Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
So Ocelot took the wrong one.
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
So, is Rose real or not? Although her model looks way more Asian than her picture on the codec did.
Snake?
What's
Emma's
wrong?
parrot.
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Yeah. Pregnant.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Today is the day I met you.
So you were right.
That's it.
Yakobu guessed that.
Had to be something romantic, didn't it?
Yeah. And George Washington became president 200 years ago, lest we forget.
I want to help you, George Washington.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Say goodbye to yesterday, my friend. That's the jazz instrumental version of that song. Coffee shop. It's like one of those videos on YouTube. Coffee shop jazz. Speaking of which.
I stare at the stars and the sky.
So there you go. There is more, but
right.
What am I?
There's something in the credits, I think, as well. Yeah, Mei Ling is in the credits. Now, some people went, sorry, why is Mei Ling in the credits? Now, that thing we got on the tanker by calling Otacon enough times is the only time you ever hear Mei Ling in this game. So, yeah, it's worth finding because of that. A lot of people were confused by that.
Walk by myself on the streets below.
Yoji Shinkawa, that's the art guy.
Ask every child I know. Do you think
Thanks for the clips, by the way, Neo. I didn't say out loud, but yeah, thanks.
sun or rain, which one of these will show? I can't say goodbye to yesterday.
Notice how one of the caption integrations is called Scott Dolph. That's where they got the name from, for the captain. And I love that. Look, Nastasha Romanenko's given a credit for writing the book. Even though she's a character.
Than the light leading to yesterday. It's there that I'll find.
Neo will have to let us know. Is this loud enough, and is the singing distracting enough for me to talk right now or not? Because I can wait till later. Okay, you said no. No as in what? Because I said too many things there. Sorry, I've confused myself by asking for a yes or no answer. Because it sounds quite loud to me, but that could just be my headphones. Jazz. Jazz club. Tiny Easter egg, thanks for that. Ooh, yeah. Just making sort of vague noises. Okay, the music isn't overpowering the mic. Okay, it's probably just in my headphones then.
Yeah.
You can hear me alright as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'll have to slightly take the headphones off then, because it's really quite loud to me. Nice, says Neo, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Raiden, so it was all very symbolic, so Raiden throwing away the dog tags with our name on it means he's throwing us away as a player. He's typical, it's singing again. So yeah, the idea is you put your own name on the dog tag and go, haha, I'm in the game. And then at the end, Raiden goes, no, I don't want to be controlled by anyone, including you, point to camera, fourth wall break, and throws you away. And so, who was really being controlled? And I think you mentioned this at one point, and I didn't confirm it because I didn't want to ruin it, but the fact that the game was a training exercise to see if they could manipulate people into recreating Shadow Moses for themselves. But were they manipulating Raiden or were they manipulating us? See, that's the thing. So it's all very sort of symbolic of who's being controlled and all this sort of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, and why do we buy computer games in the first place?
Yeah, exactly. Because we buy computer games to be told what to do.
Yeah. Something my dad said once was that computer games are for people to be kept indoors.
Yeah, basically.
Under control.
Yeah. Attractive action club.
I said the same thing about television. He went, yeah.
Yep. Pretty much. It's like, people go, oh, the thing is, right, watching television keeps you inside, and you go, well, what are you going to do? Watch it outside? Also, game footage, look, all the years for the Metal Gear games and stuff. Yeah, I think this music's just loud for me, so... Also, I've noticed, by the way, listening back to when I hum or sing to anything, it's always just slightly ahead of the music, and I don't know why, because when I'm hearing it, it's not. But anyway, yeah, so I'll have to not do that. Game posters, Police Naught, Zone of the Enders, Metal Gear Ghost Babel. I don't remember where the Metal Gear Ghost Babel one was. Might have been one of the offices or something. So yeah, Snake's going after the Patriots with his disc. What else? Yeah, once again, Ocelot isn't killed and is let to, anything. Can't say goodbye to yesterday. Yeah, so Ocelot's got away again. But is Ocelot a member of the Patriots, or is he just employed by them, or what's going on there, you see? Don't know. Police Naughts is Kojima's very... no, actually, Police Naughts was not Kojima's very first game. His very first game was, and I'm trying to think of the name of it, it was an early one, though, you're right. Penguin Attack or something? Hold on. It was on the MSX, anyway. See if I can... Antarctic Attack, something like that. Yeah, it's all going a bit trumpety from my liking. Penguin Adventure, there you go. Antarctic Adventure was the first game, but he worked on the sequel called Penguin Adventure. I played it, it's alright actually. It's a penguin, it's sort of like an endless runner game. You go along and you avoid sort of fishermen and holes and obstacles and stuff, and you just try and go for as long as you can. And there's an ending, and the game features multiple endings, because even back then Kojima was mental with that stuff. Alright, so the obligatory end of game moment.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet.
Like squirrels.
Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Yeah, one of the shots of the city destroyed should have been that laying across New York, but again, we didn't see it, so.
Right. Yeah, the otters are going to take over.
Yeah, be taken over by squirrels. Yeah, and pigeons and stuff.
Snake,
Seagulls.
you there?
Yeah, here we go.
It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Yeah. So, what the fuck's going on there? Yeah. So we couldn't find the Patriots because they're all dead. They all died 100 years ago. What the hell? Yeah. So once again, it raises more questions than it answers. But yeah, that gets covered in future games, I guess. 13 hours 43 saved 28 times, mostly on the tanker to get the calls. Continues 18. Some of those were on purpose, some of them weren't. Most of them were just me trying to die to reset the scene. Alerts, most of those were my fault. Persons killed, some of those were on purpose, some of them weren't. Rations used 23. Yeah, that's not a particularly good score, but you get a summary of your achievements. What did I get? Huh, Jaguar. Excellent. Or Jaguar. MGS2 ranking. So let's see where I ranked, because I can't remember. In the original game, you got a website to go with that as well at the bottom of the screen, and you could log onto the website and input your code, see how well you did in the world against other people. Okay, let's see. Jaguar. Okay. Jaguar. The Jaguar's eyes are moving. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Metal Gear Solid 2. Jaguar, there we go. So we are from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, some of them near the top aren't actually good rankings, so maybe that doesn't answer my question. But anyway, yeah, there's all sorts of rankings because there's chicken above that, and that's one of the worst ones you can get. But I don't think it's actually possible to get chicken without trying, because it says, oh, you must continue over 100 times, and you must kill over 200 people, and you must hide for an hour, and all this sort of stuff. So it's not actually possible to get chicken without trying. But yeah. Right. Anyway, Jaguar.
Chicken.
We unlock the digital camera for use in the tanker, although you have one all along, but this camera allows you to save pictures to the memory card, unlike the one you use for getting pictures of Metal Gear Ray. We get a camera for the
fan or something?
We get the camera that you get in that little room in the plant, but you can use it from the beginning. It's a good thing to look up in the sky to get shit on your face from the old pigeons. I keep saying pigeons. I mean
seagulls.
That's the one. Plant cleared. And that's it. So there you go. Yeah, there'll be a few other things. Go on, sorry.
All of the seagulls are owned by a man named Stephen.
Stephen's Seagulls. Yeah, that's got to be a stupid thing somewhere, hasn't it? Some sort of shop. Like here today, gone tomorrow for a barber's and all that crap. Neo's laughing, so there you go. Right, yeah, VR missions is... I just want to see, did I ever unlock any of them in the remaster? Because it'll be from 2.5, maybe then. How many did I unlock? Not many. Oh, actually, yeah. So there's bomb disposal, which is they put bombs in random places and you have to find them. That's quite good, that actually, because some of the places they put them are mad. Elimination is just kill all soldiers in a given situation. Hold up mode is you've got to hold up, but once you hold someone up, they disappear. Look, like that. So I won't be doing these, but I'll just tell you about them. Sneaking mode is literally just getting to the goal. Weapon mode is shooting targets and getting to the goal. First person mode is, you have to do the whole thing in first person. That's quite confusing. There are some other unlockables. Unfortunately, all the interesting missions are really late on, and I'm not good enough to actually get to them. But there is a snake tail that's interesting. Again, I won't even be doing all of this because the default difficulty on these is hard, which is far above what I can do. But I can show off enough of it to... here we go, yeah. So what these are is they're alternate tellings of things. So for instance, you'll find Ames on a completely different strut, or Emma will be earlier in the game or something, but they're like little short stories they cobble together of just things that just didn't happen in the match. It's like if you were to make a game using the MGS2 game as a basis, basically. So sometimes you're Snake in Big Shell, or you're riding in the tanker and stuff like that. But the most interesting one is the last one. External Geezer. So you get a sort of story and then bits of a game in between. So I opened the door to strut B. I went out onto the AB connecting bridge. No enemies sighted. Archon gave me instructions via codec. Listen carefully, Snake. I'll explain again. Our target this time is that mysterious unidentified monster that's got the whole world up in an uproar. They call it the Gurlagon. What is he talking about? The only ones in an uproar are Otacon and Mei Ling, and I bet they're the only ones using that nickname too. That's what I was thinking anyway. But I didn't say anything. Otacon continued. I think you already know this, but do not hurt the target. Take the picture of it before it has a chance to get away. You've made it this far, so don't do anything stupid. My hands were tied. Ridiculous or not, a mission is a mission. I made up my mind and began walking across the AB connecting bridge. Okay. Alright. Yeah, my guards. Something in the water. I stared in stunned silence at the churning whirlpool the sea had become. The surface of the sea was beginning to rise. No question about it. Something huge was getting ready to make an appearance. My mysterious, ludicrous quest, my so-called monster search mission, looked to be coming to an unexpected conclusion. How did I get involved in this ridiculous mission? It all began 3 days ago. I was testing Otacon's latest invention, the VR system, at Philanthropy's hideout in New York. Oh, we got a raid. Oh, hello. Sorry, yeah, I was reading that. Final Master Link 2 is raining with a party of 4. Cannot stay as I've never played this game. We've actually finished the main game, so you're not going to get any spoilers. This is just a wacky sort of after mission. So yeah, the idea behind all the other missions is that they're based within the structure of the main game, but this one actually shows off some of the VR missions that we're not otherwise going to show off. So technically this is good for something funny I was going to show you, and a couple of VR missions. So this is us in the VR. Bomb disposal. Defuse all bombs. Dun, dun. The sound the bombs make may give you clues about their location. Bing. Yep, so we're in VR now. Right. So we've got our sensor and everything. Okay. Ooh. Can we knock him out? Ooh, maybe not.
Freeze.
How about a VR mission where you make fish and chips? I'd like that. Fish and chips. they drop anything in VR? I don't think they do. Right, yeah, so the... right, I just heard a... So we've got to look for a bomb. Much like... But they're in fixed positions, but I don't actually know where they are, because I've only played the main game properly, so... Ah, there. Yeah, some of the hiding places in these are ridiculous. Okay, that was one of two. So...
It's fish and chips, chips that you put in a nuclear oven.
Oh, just got that. Fission. Yeah, I just got that. That's ridiculous. Oh dear. Ah, shit. Bitch. I was hoping to not have that happen, but okay. We might be okay hiding here. Nope, saw my head. I know one place we can hide, maybe. As long as they don't see us going here.
CSGO.
Yeah. Now, luckily we were around the other side when we went under, so they didn't actually see us go. They are. So you'll see a clearing there. So they're clearing the area.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you see that clip that I posted the other day about getting that Easter egg to work?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. On lower difficulties, it was what I was doing was right, but because of the difficulty we're on, I had to be bleeding to slow them down. Weirdly. So yeah.
Right.
But I edited that into the video. Alright, okay. Yeah, I forget, on the higher difficulties, the range of their sight is a lot better, so I underestimate how far they can see. What? How did he see me over there? Oh, come on. If I die, I'll just have to do this, well, better. We haven't got any bandages or anything, have we? No, of course not. Oh, because we're bleeding, I bet they follow the blood to the locker. Letting blood coagulate, so I don't know if they'll follow the blood trail or not. Yeah. So have a look out. You have to hold that button down slowly because, as I say, you can headbutt the door and it alerts them. Okay, I don't know if anyone comes in here, but it looks like the bomb's in here in any case. Oh, are there any, oh, they've got rid of the bag of flour. Okay, I don't see any Semtex though. Yeah, I'm going to assume there's no Semtex and just, yeah, there's no Sem. Oh, it's here somewhere. Oh, there, it's literally there. Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't have been as difficult as it was, but never mind. Anyway, yeah.
Great.
So you get a score like you do in the other games. So yeah, there'd just be loads of these if we did the VR missions properly, but we didn't get placed because we took like 5 minutes, but that's fine, whatever. The world disappeared before my eyes. As my senses returned to my body, I realised I wasn't actually on a bomb disposal mission on a tanker. I was sitting in the VR training seat. I pulled off a headset and Articon turned to speak. That didn't look too good. What happened? I nodded reluctantly. Otacon asked me with pride, "What did you think about the new VR system?" Not bad." "That's all?" Unsatisfied, he cocked his head. "I can't believe it. To tell you the truth, I didn't expect it to work so well." "I know. The VR system incorporates something called the Copplethorne machine." "I got it just the other day." "Copplethorne machine?" Hearing the question, Otacon removed his glasses, a smile on his face. "Copplethorne engine is a quantum calculation system that's been getting a lot of attention in certain quarters recently. You know about quantum computing, right?" began Otacon. He went on and on. Qubits this and tensor products that for the next 2 hours and 37 minutes. That sounds about for a Metal Gear cutscene. I regretted my stupidity in having asked. In short, it allows the construction of virtual reality environments containing a hitherto unprecedented amount of information. This information is converted into a signal and conveyed into your brain via the headset, directly synthesizing information for each of your senses while simultaneously cutting off feedback from your actual body. That way, it's possible to realize a virtual reality environment that is completely indistinguishable from the real world, down to lights, sounds, even your sense of smell and touch. He took a breather. I couldn't miss my opportunity. "I see. I understand now," I said, trying to get up out of the seat. But Otacon stopped me. "Wait a second, let's try it again. The goal of the next scenario will be to eliminate the enemies and secure an escape passage for the hostages of the big shell." I guess Otacon just couldn't wait to try out his new toy. Reluctantly, I took the seat again. Otacon continued his briefing. "Your mission is to eliminate all enemies within a certain period of time. Ready? Here we go." I put the headset back on and closed my eyes. A burst of light flashed through my eyelids. The next moment, I found myself surrounded by a world I could hardly believe was a mere construct. So that's the other thing as well. When we were near towards the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, I pointed out that when Raiden was walking, there were little weird hexagons on the floor. So the other debate is how much of Metal Gear Solid 2 was... When they said Raiden was put through VR training and he'd done VR training of Shadow Moses and all that, how much of the game was VR? And there's a big split between fans, because it was never fully explained how much of it was real and how much of it wasn't, and was Rose ever real, and how much of it was just manipulation of us thinking we were playing a Metal Gear Solid game when in fact it was VR, and yeah, all sorts of things. But anyway, so elimination mode. Take out all enemies. Take out all enemies and get to the goal. The enemy shotgun is powerful. When the guards come in on high difficulties, they have shotguns and can basically take out your health in about 2 hits. So yeah, be very careful. Time limit 5 minutes. Enemies 8. No, we don't get a lot of ammo for this. Yeah, imagine using a grenade launcher, or if you get desperate, I suppose. Right. Ah, that was a good opportunity. Shit. Although... Trouble is, if I hit him, he's going to look back this way. So maybe I should hold him up.
Freeze.
And then once you eliminate them like that... Yeah. Oh god, I didn't realise he was coming. Oh no, okay, I might be alright. Nice. There appears to be one in the middle. Ah.
It's the enemy. Where's there?
Ah, shit. Now, I can do that thing I said about earlier. You can hide behind box floats. It's a good place to hide, actually. Because although they're right next to you, they won't look unless they see you actually go behind there. So yeah, ideally, if you were trying to do this against the clock and get a good score, you wouldn't be doing this, but because I don't really care, it doesn't matter. Oh. he coming in? No. Shit. So this is the problem. I can't aim quickly enough. I'm not good at it. This is why I can't do the higher difficulties. I don't actually know if there's anything in any of these lockers, by the way. No, probably not. Oh, ammo. That's always good. Yeah, you can sometimes find ammo. It might be worth actually waiting for the caution to end, because I know for a fact he patrols in here normally. And there's only like 8 more seconds left. Right. Now he should be coming back. Yeah, here we go. Come on, you little bitch. Shit. Okay. We ran out of took out his radio. There's the end goal when we killed the enemies. Yeah, funnily enough, that didn't set off the thing because I oh, there we go. Yeah, I shot the wall, which made him nice. Yeah, so there's when you do this against the clock, you the less bullets you use, the better score you get, and all that sort of stuff, and depending on how many weapons you haven't used, and if you got seen, and all that sort of thing. So yeah, some of those are really difficult though. That was a kind of easy example, and I had trouble with that. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so it's sneaking bonus, kill bonus, and all that sort of thing. So yeah. Thank you, Neo. The VR simulation ended. The all-too-real virtual reality disappeared, and the senses returned to my body. I removed the headset. How was it? Asked Archon. I told him what I'd noticed during my 2 trials. It's well done, no question, but it kind of feels unnatural, like something's wrong with my senses. Unnatural? In what way? It's tough to explain, but I feel like I'm possessing someone else's body. That's because of your pseudo-signal, the pseudo-signal filling your brain. Theoretically, it should be possible to replicate the exact same stimulus as from the sensory structures of your physical body. Midway through my discussion with Archon, the door opened and in strode Mei Ling. Hey, check this out! Mei Ling threw us a tabloid she brought with her. A monster in big shell? Yeah, so that's what we were doing at the start of the mission. Looking for that. It was an article describing the appearance of some kind of huge creature near Big Shell. The title shouted, "A monster at Big Shell?" Completely ridiculous. So what? I said without hesitation. Mei Ling blinked in surprise. So what? It's a monster, Snake. Otacon hit the table. That's right. It's a monster. I hit the table there. There you go. Nice. Ow! I almost hit myself with a pen. That picture has to be a fake. It was the most normal opinion in the world, but you wouldn't have known by the way they glared at me. Finally, they simply decided to ignore me. It sounds incredible, doesn't it? Mei Ling, a monster in New York? It's amazing. I agree. It's amazing. Too amazing. So it's at Big Shell. Go on.
That's reminding me of a thing I used to do with pens. I used to karate chop the lid and then make them fly across the table.
Yeah, I basically did that by accident. Get us to take my eye out with a fucking Japanese DVD writer pen. I was like, oh yeah, Archon, I have an idea. How about catching the monster? What do you say? Great idea. Let's get him. It'd be a real boon to biology. No, I take that back. To all of the sciences. That's right. How do you think we could get a lot of customers if we built a monster zoo? Of course, judging from the dorsal fin, I think this monster must have come from underwater. What do you think? Maybe. What about making stuffed animals or t-shirts? Not bad. I can't help thinking that it might be a messenger from space, you know? Oh, totally. We better register a trademark first. They excitedly kept on with what seemed to be a totally disjointed conversation. I can't believe they were actually considering it, but I had to ask, hey, hope you're not serious about catching this thing. Otacon regarded me with utter shock. Wake up, Snake, we're talking about a monster here. Mei Ling kicked a chair. He's right, this is about a monster. But, Otacon leaned towards me. A monster of unknown origin has appeared. As a scientist, I can't simply ignore it. Do I have to remind you about Philanthropy's financial situation? We don't even know if we have enough money to cover our rent this month, snapped Mei Ling, fire in her eyes. But, what do you propose instead of catching it? Are you just going to let this opportunity slip by, you coward? But... Otacon and Mei Ling kept up their simultaneous tirade as I hesitated. We've got to do it! We've got to do it! At this point there was nothing to say except, okay, that's the story, and so I came to Big Shell. That was 3 hours ago. CD connecting bridge. Okay, so we need to get to the AB connecting bridge to get to the point in the game where we started. Notice how the guards are now looking over the edge. Oh, how did I miss? Okay. Yeah, because they've heard about the Gurlagon as well. Oh, the only equipment we're given the AP sensor, which we didn't actually use, but it vibrates the closer you get to an enemy. So on harder modes without the radar, that can really be useful. But yeah, we had a radar, so it didn't matter. I didn't know about that. He makes the noise like he's going to die and then goes, and then it hits him on the head. Brilliant. I actually didn't know about that. I was just testing to see if it would fall through. Nice. I contacted Otacon via codec as I entered Strut C. What's up, Snake? Found any clues? Asked Otacon. Negative. I've noticed some strange people wandering around. I told Otacon about the soldiers I'd seen on the CD connecting bridge. Otacon replied, I bet they're trying to get Gurlagon just like we are. I don't think... It has to be, he swore with confidence. Anyway, just move ahead without getting caught. Most of the sightings of Gurlagon have been southwest of Big Shell. Head for the AB connecting bridge. I'd come this far, so there was nothing to do but follow Otacon. I started moving towards the AB connecting bridge. Alright. Let's check if there's anyone inside that room. Oh, hold on. Gotta be more careful on higher difficulties. Oh, yeah, I can hear someone.
Who's there?
Nice. Oh, the pantry's open. Hold on, is anything in there? No. Although this is you don't actually get to look at any of this in the game because you can't come in here without it being closed. But yeah, there's the pantry. Right. I was going to shoot out a plate to see if it would work as a distraction, but no. Oh, can we activate the? No, okay. Just checking. Yeah, that's where you'd be transported to if you use the orange box, just to explain that. Not to be confused with the release of the Half-Life games, which was called the orange box.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's the only thing I know about it. Alright, ration. I knew there was something hidden under one of the tables. I'm getting a heartbeat, which means there's someone on the other side of the door. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably safer to approach from the other end, to be honest. Because that way I can go along this wall. Yeah. See, if I'd come out of that door, I might have run straight into that guy.
Freeze.
Alright, that wasn't good. Yeah. Alright. It's a good way to tell if there's a guard, because if you hear a huh, then you know there is one, so... Okay, it doesn't sound like there's anyone around here. Ooh, chaff grenades. So, ammo in these little scenarios is really handy, because you've only got a finite amount, so anything helps. So we do a quick little search. Obviously we won't be doing all of this snake tail, because the stuff after the bit I want to show you mainly is even more difficult than what we've already done. I mean, I'll have a go, but... because I think the rest of this particular one is quite funny, so... Kick punch! Right. BC connecting bridge. Now I can hear... yeah, ciphers, which is why we got the chaff grenades. I mean, I wasn't planning to get them, but it's good that we did get them. See, now we've got no radar, I'm having to rely on the sound. So it's now going past the doorway, I think. Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? I can just throw a chaff grenade out, because we're not going to block the radar, because we haven't got one. Oh. I just heard a huh? Shit. I can't aim for... Oh, I got him. I say I can't aim for shit, but yeah, okay. Come on. I can tell this is a one-level bridge. So yeah, there you go. There's the cipher. Nice, okay. Strap B. Now, the temptation is just to run down that corridor, but it does cause noise, so... have you tried going into the lockers with a poster inside and then call Otacon? Yeah, there's no codec in the... at least I don't think there is, anyway. Yeah, no, it just gives you the thing. But, yeah, no, we did do it in the main game, yes, to answer that question. Okay. Now he saw us that end, what you can do is roll across the noisy floor, because it doesn't cause noise. So we distracted him to the other end. Yeah, snake beater. Anyway, that's the story. Here I am, forced to hunt down a monster. It looks as though something's about to appear before my very eyes. At this point, there's nothing to do but get ready. I checked over the camera. I have no idea what I'm about to see. But I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later. Yeah, so here we are from the start, right? The monster from another dimension, Gurlagon. So it's a giant Glukovich soldier, like the thing from what was it called in the first one? Can't think now. But the big genome soldier, anyway. What's the button? Hopefully that counts. Did that count? Maybe it didn't. I think we've got to be in closer. Trouble is that railing's right there. Okay, it's going to the other side. Where is it? Okay, it just came up. I can't even tell. Oh, it's over there. Alright, okay, I was too late. I'd rather do it this side because there's less stuff over this side. Right. Did that not count? Seriously? Come on. You've got to be in really tight to it, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you anyway. I just thought it was amusing having a giant big loop out. It was the other side again. Got to try and... yeah, I'm not going to go to the other side because it's just a waste of time. I can tell by the sound where it is though. Yeah, see, it came back, so I'm glad I didn't go to the other side. There you go. Got it. Excellent. Now, if I remember rightly, this is the bit I couldn't get past. Because, to be honest, I'm not very good at this game. Right, my idea is to get them all into this corridor. Because they'll roll in. Quick ration. Might be able to do this actually. Maybe this was more difficult to do back in the day because I had a much smaller telly. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather not fight them out in the open because they can't use them two different... Oh, we did it. Nice. And all of a sudden, Olga appears, because why not? Get out of my way, screamed... Oh, get out of my way, screamed Olga. Calmly, said Harry. She wasn't armed. She didn't seem to be making a move to attack. I began talking to her as I holstered my gun. Now, funnily enough, this is what you imagine, particularly this Snake Tale that we're in now, is what you think Snake probably did in Big Shell whilst you were playing as Raiden. Because they said he got in contact with Olga and all that stuff, didn't they? So, yeah, the assumption is that this is partly based on that, but anyway. What are you doing here? Olga smiled a little, but something about her smile wasn't right. She looked so different. She didn't carry the sense of darkness and tragedy I remembered. In fact, she looks like a totally different woman. Don't get too friendly. I'm not the me that you know, and I don't know the me that you do know. What are you talking about? I'm looking for the key to get back to my universe, and that strange creature is it. It doesn't belong in your universe. Neither do I. Yeah, this is the really wacky one. This is why I chose this one to show off.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly. Kathleen, make it. Put a gay trick in it. Make it lame. We're from a different place. What your universe is in for? Hold on. And your universe is in for trouble too. If you just ignore things. I couldn't wrap my brain around Olga's story. I was lost. Grinding her teeth, Olga looked down to the surface of the sea. Damn, he's getting away. Listen, check the VR system. It's allowing you to peek into another universe. That's what's causing all this trouble, shouted Olga as she jumped from the connecting bridge. Wait! I leaned over the railing, but Olga had already disappeared into the sea. Olga's henchmen were jumping into the sea one after another. I was left on the connecting bridge alone. I couldn't see Gurlagong anymore. And there's our terrible picture. But anyway, yeah, you can get a slightly better picture than that if you wait for its head to come up properly, but I didn't want to risk not getting it, so... My photo of Gurlagong sat on the table at the hideout. No sign today? I asked Mei Ling. No, looks like it hasn't shown up today either. It had been a week. No new sightings of Gurlagong. No one knew where he'd show up next. Maybe he'd never show up again. I believed Olga. It didn't seem like she was lying, and what's more, the existence of that ridiculous monster was proof in and of itself. There was no way something like that could live in our world, but it might be possible in another. Otacon brought up a theory about parallel universes. As usual, Otacon gave far more of an explanation than necessary. Oh, Metal Gear. But in a nutshell, the idea was that rather than a single universe, there were countless universes existing in parallel. Berenstain Bears. That means that one universe might be exactly the same as mine, except the number of hairs on my head was off by 1. And in another universe, civilization might have sprung from Paramecia. There might even be a universe full of monsters. Otacon thought these universes were supposed to be mutually exclusive. Ugh. But for some reason they've begun randomly intersecting. That was how the Olga we knew became switched with an Olga from a parallel universe, and how that monster came to be in ours. Otacon warned that the phenomenon seemed to be progressing as we spoke. But if his theory was correct, we were in for big trouble. For example, it was possible that in an hour I might switch with another version of myself from a different universe. Otacon might have already been switched with a different Otacon. What would happen to us if we switched to a universe where, say, the moon was about to collide with the Earth or something? It was simply impossible to predict what happened next. Fortunately, the moon hadn't smashed into us yet, or at least not in our universe. Of course, that didn't guarantee we'd be safe tomorrow. How's the analysis of the VR coming? Otacon shook his head. I'm not getting anything at all. Otacon looked sick when he heard Olga had said that the VR system was the root of the problem. He told me that the Copplethorne engine, the heart of the new VR system, was a quantum computational device designed by Dr. Copplethorne, but the principles behind it remained unknown. He opened the housing, a literal black box, and found nothing inside except some mysterious circuits, clattering gears, and what appeared to be some iron spheres, but somehow it worked. That's probably why it has such a source of excitement for some people. Pseudoscience aficionados examined the thing, but the only conclusions thus far had centered around the possibility that it made use of components from UFOs or artifacts from a lost civilization, meaning nobody had figured out what made it tick. Gonna take a sip of drink. And what's more, no one had ever seen this Dr. Copplethorne himself or herself either. So what was the connection between this mysterious VR system and the collision of the parallel universes? Olga had said that the root of the problem was the VR systems peeking into other universes, but Mei Ling had her own theory. The Copplethorne engine-based VR system wasn't simply constructing a virtual reality to its calculations, but managing to get around the wall separating parallel universes, peering into parallel realities that satisfied certain requirements, and incorporating that information into the VR system's virtual reality construct. God, it's difficult. It's like the Stanley Parable. Perhaps that observation interference was creating disturbance in the parallel universes, but that wasn't all, said Mei Ling. Perhaps Olga was searching for the Gurlagon because it was the cause of the distortion among the parallel universes. The Gurlagon had become the fulcrum around which space had warped, and if that was true, there was no way to stop the distortion without getting rid of Gurlagon itself, and for that reason we continued searching for the Gurlagon. We'd lost all trace of the monster and hadn't made any further progress into analysing the VR system, but the disturbance of the parallel universes might well be continuing. It was possible that some of the universes might even be in peril, and it was equally possible that our universe could follow the same path moments later. We were completely frazzled. Suddenly, Mei Ling spoke. If killing Gurlagon will make things right, there might be a way. What do you mean? Otacon raised his face, and Mei Ling began her explanation. If it's true that the VR system can interfere with other parallel universes, why not try killing Gurlagon within the VR system? That could mean we're actually killing the original Gurlagon, and the Gurlagon in our universe could disappear. Isn't that a little extreme? Objected Otacon, to which Mei Ling shot back. We can't just sit here and stare at the photo, we've got to do something. You agree with me, right, Snake? I'm not sure, I answered. Her logic seemed extreme no matter how I looked at it, but at the same time I had the feeling that I'd end up doing it anyway. Doing something for the sake of doing it wasn't the answer, but I had to agree. We still hadn't come up with a solution to the problem. A few hours later, I squared off against Gurlagon inside the VR system. Yup. Yeah, it's proper, Godzilla. Right, now as far as I remember, what you're supposed to do... Well, there's a couple of ways to defeat this thing. Okay, one of them isn't here. Okay, one of them you can do in the VR training when you're riding is if you wear the BDU outfit and equip the gun that goes with it, Gurlagon falls in love with you and doesn't want to fight, and that ends the fight because he thinks you're his girlfriend or something. There is another way to defeat it I think we can do. I will show part of the proper way to do it. Okay, I have to wait for it to fire first. Right, first of all, you pick a body part. For example, leg. And then a little... it destroys part of its body. Now, what happens then is it comes with a little... Right, you shoot that target until it disappears. Now, you do that for every body part, but if I'm right about this, if we hide behind these, he will destroy these boxes, and sometimes they have items in them. So I'll show you the other possible way if we've got time, because I'm not sure what box the thing I'm thinking of is behind. Oh, we're stuck in place. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, it might be this one then. So we need to get caught sort of half behind a box like that. No, it's not that one. I honestly don't know which one it is, but oh, or yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it in this mode. I don't know. Ration, that's handy. We'll equip that because if we get killed, then it will restore some life. Ah, here we go. Right. I don't quite know how this works, but is that not right? Oh nice, you can get out of the way then. Maybe we have to destroy all the boxes. Also, there seems to be some sort of glitch there. So if I stand here and let the beam hit me... I don't really know how this works, but if it doesn't work then I've fucked it up, and I think we get another go at this anyway. Get out of the way that time. Let our life come back. Yeah, I'll just say what it does, but basically he looks at it and yeah, stuff happens. But I'll try and beat him normally. I don't think I've got enough time now, but I'll have a go. Shit, where'd the target go? Couldn't see the target. I think I fucked that up. Oh, maybe there's only one in each one for... Yeah, there's one in his chest. Maybe there's only one for the legs and... Okay. I've got to do this, otherwise we won't have enough health to take another hit. Yeah, okay, there it is. Right. Shit. I don't know if I got it or not. His gun was in the way. I think there's one in its head anyway, that's easier to see. Well, that one moves. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough time now because I fucked about too much. Okay, but that is how you do it anyway. Right, what happens now we've run out of time? Do we get another go at that? Okay, yeah, we do, right. Forget the magazine thing then, because it didn't work. Okay, what's supposed to happen is he does the thing that the guards do, where he jumps up and goes, oh, brilliant, and looks at it, but then he gets a giant nosebleed and dies. So, yeah, you are, yeah. So we'll try and do it properly, which I was doing by the end, but I didn't have enough time left. Luckily you get more of each thing, so... Ah, right, that's... okay, that's where it was. This is quite a good boss, actually. Not sure where the target was for that one. Don't forget to finish this part of the game. Yeah, we're in VR. Oh, there it is. I can just about see it. Didn't get away in time. Come on. Ah, got hit. Oh, sorry. I missed Neo saying he was going to bed. Sorry. Yes, good night, Neo. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Shit. Ran out of ammo. I hope that doesn't reset. We'll see. No, it didn't. Okay, good. Alright. We got the one in its head. Got stuck. Out of the way that time. Right. What? Okay, somehow I got caught by that one. Ah. Where is it? Oh. Was there one? I don't know, I couldn't see it. Oh yeah, okay, there's one. Right. Maybe it moves around its body, I don't know. Yeah, I was too late on that one. I can't actually see it now, but... yeah, the only thing I can think is that the target moves around the body. Yeah, okay. He's done for, well, hopefully. Okay, oh, I have to hit both of them on the arm for the arm one to appear, right. Too late. Nice. Yeah, so there's, as I say, there's items under the boxes if you can get in to destroy them, but... Nice. Got him.
Excellent.
So yeah, as I say, in the actual VR mission where you face him, I think there are other ways of defeating him, and I think there is a way to get that book thing to work. But again, I've not practiced it, so I don't know how it works. But is that malware in his limbs? Well, very possibly. It was the Gurlagon. Gurlagon defeated. We turned the VR system off. Somehow I still wasn't convinced. I removed the headset and spoke to Otacon. So, you think we really did it? Otacon shrugged. Looked like he felt the same way I did. Just then, Mei Ling said, "Of course the mission has succeeded." I saw a wicked smile on her face. We've lost the only way to restore the parallel... we've just lost the only way to restore the parallel universes to normal. What did you say? I said, rising from the seat. Mei Ling responded. Says, yeah, quite. Just saying to Al. There's no question that Gurlagon was the singularity that represented the warp in the parallel universes, but the only way to restore the space as we know it wasn't destroying the singularity. The solution was to capture the singularity, perform a counter-unitary conversion via the Copplethorne engine, thereby dispersing the wave function to its states before convergence. Okay. Mei Ling continued, her voice full of satisfaction. Anyway, the disappearance of the singularity means the disappearance of your only method to restore space too. Who are you? Mei Ling sneered at Otacon's cry. To borrow Olga's words, I'm not the Mei Ling. No. But no hard feelings, okay? I was just following someone's orders to complete a certain objective. Someone? Who? I asked her back. My husband, Mei Ling replied sweetly. I believe he's called Solidus in your universe. Solidus? We screamed without thinking. Mei Ling slowly pointed at a wall and said, "Oh, speak of the devil." Just then the wall exploded. Debris poured from the gap, dust enveloped the area, and Solidus Snake clad in a powered suit stood in the middle. Solidus said to Mei Ling, "Kept you waiting, huh?" That's what Snake says at the start of the Metal Gear games. No more voice acting. No, these are all just silly little after stories that we're doing now. There are other ones of these, but they're fairly long, and I just wanted to do this one because it's the most wacky one of the lot. Honey, Mei Ling threw herself into Solidus' arms. There's a joke there because he's got snake arms. I dove for Solidus. He fired a missile from his snake hand. A dazzling flash, an explosion. I was thrown against the wall. I lost consciousness momentarily. By the time I managed to get to my feet, I saw Solidus cradling Mei Ling, escaping through the hole he'd just blown in the wall.
These are snake hands.
Yeah. This situation would have to be completely ludicrous. Let's pour myself another drink now. So it's just MGS fan fiction, yeah, basically. In the end, I couldn't keep up with Solidus. Otacon and I discussed what to do next as we stood in our half-destroyed hideout. If they were telling the truth, we just lost the way to restore the balance of the parallel universes. Sorry. But there still had to be something we could do. Finally, Otacon spoke. What about Olga? It wasn't a bad idea. The Olga we'd run into at Big Shell seemed to have a good grasp of the situation. She might be able to come up with some kind of a solution. There was just one problem. Where could she be? I told Otacon my concerns and he nodded with confidence. I have an idea. So, what's your skill? Asked Otacon. A beautiful black woman with a slender build was sitting in front of us. She was too cheerful. She laughed far too often. I've got, really good luck. Yeah, I wonder who this could be. Good luck? Is that a skill? You betcha. Somewhat dismissively, I watched Otacon continue questioning the applicant. Otacon had placed an ad entitled "Wanted, Gurlagon Search Team members" in the city's main newspaper the other day. Let's catch the mysterious monster with our own hands. We have credible information about where the creature will appear. Experience is a plus. Yeah. Details to be discussed during an interview. Unbelievably, quite a few people had actually shown up. We probably met with more than 10 people, but there was still no sign of Olga. We'll contact you later. Yeah, I think that was supposed to be Fortune we were talking to there. I really look forward to hearing from you. The woman stood up, gave him a big smile and left. I said to Otacon, do you really think this is going to work? She has to be on the lookout for information about Gurlagon. She'll show up. But so far all we've got is weirdos, like that old man whose skill was backflips and sliding. I think that's, who are they thinking of there? That could be one of a couple of characters. Possibly Vamp, maybe? Dunno. Yeah, he was funny. Hey! Obviously Otacon was getting a kick out of the whole scene. Relax, let's just wait a little bit longer. Next! Yelled Otacon. The door opened. Lo and behold, in walked Olga. Back in the remains of our hideout, we explained the situation to Olga. After hearing our full account, Olga told us there was still a way out. It's true that the Gurlagon singularity might have been erased, but that doesn't mean all of the singularities in our parallel universes have been. A glimmer of hope flashed across Otacon's eyes. You mean there are other singularities? Contrafibularities. No, that was a joke from Blackadder. Most likely, but their forms and locations in the parallel universes are unknown. They won't be easy to find. We have some data about Gurlagon. If we analyse its pattern, scan the vicinity of the strange attractor with VR, maybe we can... Otacon and Olga continued their technical discussion. The end result, said Otacon, was settling... Hold on. Was settling on a method to find the singularities of other parallel universes by continuously and finely adjusting the wave function parameter of the VR system to make the unique pattern generated by the singularity. In other words, it looked like I'd have to make it through a series of VR constructs. Preparations were made faster than I expected. I returned to the seat of the VR system. Otacon said, I'll tell you as soon as I locate a singularity. Until then, I want you to continue clearing VR stages. But be careful, I don't think Solidus will take this sitting down. You may run into traps. Stay alert. Otacon initialized the VR system. A virtual reality spread before my eyes. Al said this reads like J.K. Rowling. Like Harry Potter Metal Gear. Sneaking. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this, because as I say, these are quite difficult, but I'll try. Get to the goal without being discovered. That's pretty much it. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we... Oh, no. Okay. Is there somebody there? Yeah, they speak like VR robots now. We got a weapon? No. Okay. Harry Potter and the Solid Snake, yeah. Are we going to have enough time to... I thought I could sneak behind him and throw him. In my head, I thought they reset you to the start of the entire mission, but it's just the... Okay. In fact, if I... Oh shit, I didn't realise there was a guard there. You can throw him, excellent. See ya! Because while they're down... you know what you're doing. Alright. Yeah, this is a good mission to show off, because it shows you a sample of VR missions. Located any singularities? I asked Otacon. No, not yet. Oak echoed Otacon's voice through the VR construct. Let me try a different setting. I'm getting ready. Hold on a minute. I was left alone in the virtual reality. You must have figured out how to find singularities using VR, Snake, but you won't find one. You won't find one, boomed a voice, like Brian Blessed. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, it was Solidus. I called Otacon. Otacon, it's Solidus! I know, I'm detecting him from my end. He's hacked into the VR system. He hasn't got full control yet. Let's hurry into the next VR construct. Are you ready? A new VR space spread in front of my eyes. I love that. The entire page just for the word eyes. Weapons, handgun, destroy all targets. The orange targets explode. They can be used to destroy nearby targets. Okay, these are the missions that I really shit at. We'll see. Oh, my assumption was they try and parallel it to the other side, but... Wow, okay. I've never done that well before. Huh, nice. Made it look easy. Yeah, I think I'm basing all my these are too difficult for me to do memories on when I did this on a much smaller telly years and years ago, and it wasn't in HD, so... Yeah, maybe your skills have improved. How are you doing, Otacon? I asked empty air. Otacon's voice answered. I detected a likely pan, but it's too far away. Change the setting of your variables and aim for higher score. Let's try again. Oh. Really? Oh, shit, yeah, this might be why I can't get past this bit then. Looks like I had to get a higher score this time. The VR simulation began again. Yeah, you probably have to get... If I can't do this in a couple of goes, then we'll have to give up, honestly, because I think I did pretty well, though, to be honest. Shit. I'm doing worse this time. Yeah, I've thrown off the pattern. Shit. Can I just restart this? Yeah, I can, okay. Should have gone for that first one. No, that was worse. What score have we got to get then? Doesn't actually say. I imagine. Wow, you got to get. If you have to get first place, that's going to be really hard. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we just have to get a higher score than we got last time, or we have to get some target 43. Yeah, it doesn't say a number. 38,000 is a lot, yeah, I know. You'd have to get perfect shots on every target and not hesitate, which I can't do because my hands aren't that quick. I mean, if you practice this for hours, you'd probably be able to do it, but I just haven't got the inclination, really. Shit. Damn. Nah, I'm going to have to give up on this, I think. But yeah, we showed off a fair bit of it, so yeah, that was good, but nowhere... Yeah, look, 29,000, it's nowhere near enough. I think you have to get first place to carry on. I might have a look to see what the rest of the mission actually was. I think it's amusing, but... Cobble Thorn, yeah. Polygon. After a series of VR missions, Snake finds himself in empty space. Snake is further shocked to learn that Solidus' plan is to exploit the VR system and the multi-universe paradox effect to rescue his alternative reality selves from being killed in our universe. Okay. Solidus doesn't care how many universes he has to destroy through his actions. Solidus is ultimately forced to release Rose and Jack, who are an infamous unit in countless universes where their misdeeds earned them the combined hatred of the entire universe. That's a piss take of the fact that people didn't like Ryden and Rose as characters, and whose mere appearance is enough to destroy the entire world. To ensure Snake stays in the universe and cannot interfere any longer, and then you get a boss fight with Snake against Solidus. And then once you beat him, Snake returns to the philanthropy hideout, meeting with Otacon and Olga. Olga disappears, returning to her own universe. Otacon and Snake are relieved, believing they have corrected the distortion and restored the universes to their original state. Sometime later, Mei Ling enters Snake and Otacon's office with another newspaper cutting. It appears there's been a Genola sighting, and then it ends. Genola was the giant VR soldier from Metal Gear Solid 1. So yeah, and where is it? Yeah, so there's one there at the end. Yeah, so the reality corrects, but instead of there being a giant Gurlagon, there's a giant Genola instead. So nothing actually gets fixed in the end. So there you go. So yeah, unfortunately, I just can't do it. What? Oh, no, I want to exit to the main menu. Well, it's basically finished anyway. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much us finished with, oh, no, actually, no, there was one other thing. How do I return to main menu? Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't show off the rest of that, but you get the idea. But yeah, those snake tail missions are really difficult. I've seen people do them though. There are videos of them on YouTube if anyone wants to see them. So, same with the VR missions; they're all on YouTube as well. There's like 300 of those as well. So, there's a thing called casting theatre I want to show off as well onto Metal Gear Liquid. Yes. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. After all the stuff of the game, was that Ocelot or was that Liquid or was it both? Casting theatre, here we go. Let's see. That's quite a good one. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can have middle-aged women in this. Let's have Otacon get his own back on Vamp for killing Emma. Yeah, it's basically just the cutscenes, but you can replace the models. It's quite funny, I just thought I'd show. But yeah, there's let me get, where's the one with Vamp where he attacks? Olga meets Snake. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Vamp eliminates seals. That's quite a good one. So let's have Raiden be MGS1 Snake. Vamp can be a middle-aged. He can be a middle-aged. Vamp can be a middle-aged woman. The seals can all be. Let's see. Snake in a tuxedo, and Pliskin coming in afterwards can be. Ooh, let's see. 1998 Ocelot. Oh, I was hoping to have picked the MGS1 graphics Snake, but never mind. There's Snake dead there in front of the door. Who even thinks of features like these? I don't know, it's funny though. Also, just read something interesting there. The word Genola is Pig Latin for Enola Gay, which was the ship that dropped the bomb. Navy SEALs in tuxedos. I've got to rescue myself. Vampire middle-aged woman. Some of these models are the ones that were the hostages. I just want to have Pliskin come in at the end, and then we'll probably stop it there. But I just wanted to show you what you can do with this mode. Hey, Gadget. But yeah, we can talk over this because we've seen the story already. But you can do some really. There's actually a couple of trophies involved in this. There's a trophy called. Something like Otacon, I don't know, something about Otacon getting one over on Snake, and you have to put Otacon in a scene where he beats up Snake, and you have to try and think what scene that's best doing it in, and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, there's at least one trophy involved in replacing certain models with others. Yeah, the old woman's drinking Tuxedo Snake's blood. You know what those old women are like. I forgot about that because it's a low quality model because they don't show the face properly, so the old woman's mouth doesn't move. But yeah, the models don't quite work with some of the weapons either. Femme fatale, yeah.
5 today. Or rather 6.
And it even gives the voice actor and everything as well. That close-up's brilliant.
No.
No. Yeah.
Need more lemon pledge.
Get down!
Yeah, rescued by MGS-1 Ocelot with his stiff coat. You can do some really funny shit in these. I mean, obviously all it is literally, yeah, with just model replacements, but it's still funny. Yeah, sometimes the models are too short and the hand grabs onto nothing. Yeah, exactly. That face is brilliant.
Strange smell.
His coat's in the way. PS1 Ocelot. It has to be.
It has to be.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
But yeah, you get the idea anyway. It's quite funny, but yeah, we'll skip there. But yeah, you can literally, there's office worker, female, middle-aged woman, high-tech gear soldier, like from the end of MGS2. The ninja, that's quite a good one. Otacon, Snake Tuxedo, Snake MGS1. I thought that was what I'd picked, but for some... Oh, you know why? Because it's using the model from the GameCube version, not the model from the PS1 version, I think. So I was hoping it would...
8-1.
That's a good point, actually. Snake would be normal Snake. Snake. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Snake 98. Okay. Let's do a different scene and put him in it or something. Fortune versus the Seals. Actually, that might be quite good because there's a lot of characters in that. Let's have... Oh, Raiden Ninja. Huh. I'm not actually sure what that is. I'll put that on to see what it is. Vamp can be... let's see. Vamp can be Fortune. That'll be confusing. Fortune can be... let's see. Who would be good with a railgun? Let's say Snake 1998. And then the Seals can be... so you can put on Shuffle and get a random one, but... well, let's make them high-tech soldiers, actually, just to see what that looks like. But yeah, you can press Shuffle and have it be a mystery. That actually looks quite good with the high-tech soldiers. That's the ninja with the open face from the end of Metal Gear Solid 1, yeah. It's a shame you can't replace the president with someone as well, but...
What the hell is that?
Well, no, he's not dead at this point in the story, but...
Put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
No, that one is, though. Yeah, at this point, the president's just knocked out, as far as I remember. You know what line we're holding on for, though?
Queen.
I just wanted to hear Vamp's voice come out of her face. Queen.
Don't let them take the president!
They look like they fit in this role, the high-tech soldiers.
Ready grenades!
Wait for it.
A dud!
Still funny. A dud! Go on, Snake, take him out. Fuck him up! I love his triangle feet.
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Happiness. Should have had him attack some office workers. But yeah, anyway, you get the idea with that, so... yeah, it's just a funny sort of thing you can do in the casting theatre, but you can do all sorts with that. I messed about with that for ages. There's a boss survival where you go through all the bosses in a row. I think, yeah, you can play as Raiden or Snake and face all the bosses. Can't believe Snake did that. Yeah, exactly. Photo album. Did we take any photos?
Not many.
I don't know if...
Well, we took the ones in the main game, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. Where's the one... Did it actually...
You got...
Oh, there we go. There's that one I took of Ocelot as he was approaching us. I thought I got one with...
You got Kojima.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Maybe it exercised it because we showed it to Otacon. It doesn't appear in the photo, though. Huh. Okay. Maybe it was that one. I think it was this one, but he's not. It only appears once you take the photo. But basically, yeah, you can fuck about with the colours and stuff. I don't know why you would, but you can if you want. So you can have it be all purple. Anyway, so that's that. Was there anything else? No, not really. So there you go. Oh, the other thing as well, and I totally forgot to mention this until now, the schematics that came up at the end of the VR missions when you 100% it was like a red thing. That thing in the bottom right of the screen there is what was shown up. That was Metal Gear Ray. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but yeah, they showed you Metal Gear Ray before Metal Gear Solid 2 ever came out, so that was pretty cool. Dev team node info entering certain names. Oh yeah, I tried that, it didn't work, so I don't know if they've taken that feature out of the remaster, but anyway. But yeah, you get Raiden on the main screen. So anyway, that's pretty much us done with Metal Gear Solid 2. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Right, so that's basically the end there. Now, I've got another game for us to move on to, which is completely different.
Right.
Do we want to pick something else, or do we want to go with the game I've already picked, or do you want me to mention? Do you want me to say what it is, or we've got decisions.
I think we just go with what you've chosen.
Alright. So yeah, funnily enough, it's sort of, what is it? Well, you'll see in a moment. We should spin a wheel. We could, but the thing is, for a game to be ready, I had to install it, so I've installed it. But we have got other games installed, but I'd have to know ahead of time that I'd need it to be ready. So the disc is in the thing, and here's the box to prove that it's there. So yeah, we'll just go straight into it. Funnily enough, it actually ties into something we played fairly recently, sort of a little bit, but we'll see that anyway. So yeah, for YouTube, that's the end of that. So see you in the next playthrough. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye.
Goodbye, YouTube.